It's another episode of Go Wild. This week we'll be featuring one of my personal favorites, the Squirrel Monkey. I'm here with Zoo Curator Joey Brown, who is here to bring them a special treat. Why are they called Squirrel Monkeys?
Because of their size. They're pretty much one of the smallest species of monkeys in the world. So this is as big as they get. You know, males are usually 1 to 2 pounds. Females are sometimes even less than a pound. You know, so that's pretty tiny for a monkey. They have these neat tails that are used to help them balance while climbing.
Yeah.
It's not a prehensile tail, which means they can wrap their tail around a branch, almost like a fifth arm. But theirs, they can't do that, but it's mainly just for balancing, because you can see how good they run across ropes and branches, and it's because of that tail they stay so well balanced. There's actually 4 girls inside here.
Do you have male monkeys here at the
We
zoo?
do. There's one. Alvin is the guy running
That's
around.
a male?
Yeah, he's running around up there on the rope. And we actually have 3 different troops, 3 different families. So this is one troop.
Yeah.
We have a second group in another part of the zoo, and then a third group. And so these are kind of just like 3 different family groups. And they do breed. There's usually 1 male to the female group. And the females, their gestation or their pregnancy time is so she'll be pregnant for about 5 months, and then she'll give kind of birth to a newborn tiny little monkey. And it's really neat. For the first usually 2 to 3 months, the babies cling to the mom's back. So it's like they're just getting this little piggyback ride for 3 months. They don't ever separate. And then usually around 2 months, 3 months, the baby will start coming off the mom's back a little bit. And kind of exploring on her own. And then the other females in the group are almost kind of like aunties. They'll help babysit and help take care of the baby as well. So it's really neat. They all kind of look out for each other.
Where are they from?
Throughout South America and Central America. And they are omnivores. So that means they eat both kind of animals and plants. So they typically they love insects. You know, they'll even eat small reptiles, maybe even small birds, but typically they're eating a lot of fruits, seeds, plants. They spend most of their day scavenging for food, you know, looking in the trees for fruits, any type of seeds they can eat, even some vegetables. Today, we have a special little treat for them. One of their favorite treats is some yogurt.
Yes.
So we're gonna give them some yogurt, and then you're gonna see they kind of go crazy over it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a special treat we give them every once in a while.
Can we have them as pets?
No, they're definitely illegal to have as pets in Jamaica, and they're actually one of their biggest threats actually for conservation is people poaching them for the wild, or for poaching them from the wild for the pet trade. So a lot of people go there, take them from the wild, and then sell them on the black market as pets, which is really bad, obviously, and can really hurt the wild population. Don't worry, they're just really fast. But you can see they're amazing climbers. They're amazing climbers if they learn.
What's their lifespan?
Typically around 20 to 30 years. I'd say 30 years is they don't live too much longer than that.
Okay, are they aggressive or friendly?
Typically they're going to be pretty shy. They're not going to let you get too close unless you maybe have some food or treats. What's up, sweetheart? Yeah, so these ones are obviously very used to people, but obviously in the wild they're going to be a bit more shy and skittish.
Yeah.
But they're typically not aggressive. They will be kind of a bit more aggressive with maybe other monkeys, or they'll have their own little territory that they kind of protect, but they're a pretty friendly, docile species as it is.
Okay, how big can they get?
These are about as full grown. So males get a little bit bigger, about 1.5, 2 pounds. Females are typically just about 1 pound. So that's where they kind of derive their name from, is their small size.
Yeah.
Hi guys, what's up? Yeah. They actually have over up to 50 different kind of vocalizations in their language. So they can communicate amongst each other, you know, whether they're alerting of a predator or calling another mate, or just kind of communicating amongst each other. Although it sounds like squeaking or something, they're talking to each other right now, which is pretty neat. They're just speaking a different language than us.
In terms of reproduction, how often do they reproduce?
Typically about once a year. So they give birth to 1 baby, maybe every 1 or sometimes even every 2 years. About it. So then the gestation period or the pregnancy, like I said, is about 5 months.
Okay, what's something interesting about the squirrel monkey?
One of the coolest things is they can live in groups, sometimes groups of 5 or 10, but there's been groups of these monkeys of up to 200 to 300 or more, living as like one big family. You know, and like a lot of primate, like monkey species, there's a whole social hierarchy to it, so each animal kind of has their place in that family. They'll actually urinate on their hands and then rub it on their tails, and then that way they drag a trail and can kind of mark their territory around.
How much does it cost to maintain?
So they're fairly expensive just because they have such a varied diet, you know, like because they get fresh fruits every day, fresh vegetables. They even have a special monkey, which we call monkey biscuit. It's like a monkey food that we import from the US. So it's definitely several $1,000s US a month. And it's a lot of care that goes into it as well. Like our keepers spend, you know, a couple hours every morning prepping their food, cutting up fresh fruits. You know, they like even some rice and beans and stuff. And then they get hard-boiled eggs are another good one. They can even eat pear or avocados. And so, yeah, it's expensive, but the upkeep, they can't eat just one thing.
Enough monkeying around. Join us again next week where we'll feature another animal at the zoo. Until then, I'm Kelsey.
I'm Joey.
Go wild.